Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm really happy that you're here for this Hanna somatic yoga practice. Today we're going to be working with and exploring your vestibular system. It is a system that works to keep you upright in gravity. And you'll see if you do Hanna somatic education or yoga with me that a lot of what you're doing is helping to improve your vestibular system. And there are things that you can do specifically to work with this system. We'll be working with your head position because there are these inner ear canals and these otoliths in your inner ear that help to feed information back to your central nervous system, your spinal cord, and your brain about the position of your head. So if there's muscular contraction, say in your neck, that's pulling your head to the side, that could interfere with how that information is being communicated back. Similarly, if there's a pattern you're holding in your trunk, say rounded forward, the red light reflex, that may end up in a compensatory response of your head and neck, which is now contracting muscles in the back of your neck and can feed back misinformation. So you're already doing that if you're doing your Hanna somatic movements. We will also be working with another system that feeds information to your central nervous system and helps to keep you upright. Your eyes, which are feeding back information about your relationship to things around you. And if your head is being chronically pulled out of alignment, your eyes may do a compensatory response. So if your head is being pulled forward, your eyes, so you can see where you're going, have to be looking up. Most of the movements your eyes do, you can't control, but you can work with the muscles that move your eyes side to side and up and down. I think also diagonally. And then we'll be working with your sense of proprioception. That's your internal sense of self that's created by receptors, sensory receptors in your skin and your muscles and your joints, feeding that information again to your spinal cord and up to your brain, and it gives you a sense of your relationship to the space around you. Each time in this practice, when we take that moment after doing posture, for instance, to relax and to practice self-sensing, you are working with and developing your proprioceptive sense of self, and it is beneficial for balance. It is helpful for this vestibular system. And finally, we'll be working with some balancing moves, because doing balancing movements in and of themselves are a great way to improve the functioning of this system. We're going to look specifically, this may be a new movement for some of you, at the movement of your ankle joints. There's a bone in here called the talus bone, and my teacher Susan Koenig, I learned about this from her. The top of your talus bone, where it meets your lower leg bones, that joint does flexion and extension of your ankle. The joint that's formed between your talus bone and your heel, the calcaneus bone, does inversion, eversion. And having a good sense of the movements of your ankles, as well as making sure that those muscles are not chronically tight, gives you a greater sense of balance, whether on one foot or two, because you can negotiate uneven ground. So we're going to start sitting. Take a moment, find a comfortable position. If you want to let your eyes close, you can. And just take a moment to start to breathe a little slower and a little deeper. as a way of coming into your body and starting that shift, if the shift needs to be made, from sympathetic nervous system to parasympathetic. Releasing stress just overall is another way to improve the functioning of your vestibular system. Take a moment, do a scan of your body. So this is you doing proprioception. Notice what internal sensations are present. You can leave your eyes closed if you'd like, or you can open them as much as you can. Listen to the directions and organize your movements within yourself, holding that internal sense of self, rather than watching me and giving your attention to what I'm doing. And we're going to start with some movements of your head and neck to help release muscles that may be chronically tight there and holding your head in a position that is unhelpful. We'll start with the movement for upper trapezius. You're going to bring your two shoulders up, tilt your head back a little bit. Don't force. Slowly release, let your shoulders come down, let your head come out of the backward tilt. So you may be able to do a bigger movement comfortably, but are you forcing to do that bigger movement? As you once again pick your shoulders up and tilt your head back, do just what you can do with ease. And then very slowly with control, let your shoulders come down, let your head come out of that backward tilt. Inhale as you draw your shoulders up, tilt your head back a little. Exhale as you release. In this release, this is where your brain is resetting the resting level of the muscle targeted. So now pause a moment. We're going to do a different movement to target some different muscles. Bring one ear over towards its shoulder and bring that shoulder up towards its ear. If one side of your neck feels shorter, your head is usually tilted to that side. Start with that side first. Slowly release, let your shoulder come down and your head come into center. Inhale as you move your head to the side, tilting it, bringing your shoulder up. Exhale as you let go of the contraction that brought your shoulder up and your head to the side, and you return to neutral. Inhale, tip your head to the side one last time here. Pick your shoulder up. Exhale, slowly release. And now gently tilt your head to the other side. Bring your shoulder up towards your ear. Smoothly release, allowing that shoulder to come down and your head to come in towards center. Inhale as you tilt your head to that side. Draw your shoulder up. Exhale, release. Let your shoulder come down. Allow your head to come in. Tuning into the sensory feedback that's generated in moving. And when you complete about 3, just sit for a brief moment. Scan the area you've been moving, see if you have new internal sensations. We're going to work with some eye movements and we'll combine them with some head movements. If you've never done this type of work, you may notice you start to feel some pressure behind your eyes. If that is your experience, stop working the movement. Just listen. You can imagine it if you'd like. And in time, if you do these movements regularly, you may find that that pressure dissipates. So start by finding something you can focus on straight out in front of you with your eyes on the horizon. And now keep your eyes on what you're looking at and slowly turn your head to the side and try to keep what you're looking at in focus. Then slowly return to center. And now turn your head the other way, go slow, and try to keep what you're looking at in focus. And you can do one more to each side. When you're in the middle, pause. And now we'll do the same thing, but your head is going to do the yes pattern rather than the no. So keep that, what you're looking at, in focus and nod your head forward a little, release, and then nod your head back a little. And the next time you return to neutral, pause. Now imagine that your nose was connected to a spot on the wall in front of you. Hold your nose there, move just your eyes to one side, and slowly come back. Move your eyes to the other side, and slowly come back. Doesn't need to be a big movement, so stay in comfort. How smooth a movement can you do? Or do you notice there's places where your eye movement gets jerky? And now explore taking your eyes down towards your nose, releasing and moving your eyes up towards your brow. Complete the movement you're in. If you'd like, just take a moment. You can even close your eyes. Just let them settle and rest. Make sure there's no sense of pressure building. If there is, just skip this last variation. If everything's feeling okay, open your eyes. And now as you turn your head to one side, take your eyes to the opposite side. Return to center, turn your head to one side, take your eyes to the other. Try to smooth out any jerkiness if there's jerkiness. After a couple of cycles side to side, you can explore that up and down. When you bring your head forward, look up, return to neutral. As you tilt your head back, look down. And some of you may recognize this. It's a part of Thomas's seated twist Hanna somatic exercise. Complete the movement you're in the midst of. Just take a moment, scan, and notice the effects of what you've been doing. And now please find your way to the floor. And you can come onto your back. And we're going to work with some movements of your spine to help release any patterns that may be holding your spine in a rounded, flexed forward position or a pulled off to the side position that could be affecting your vestibular system. Start with a movement of your low back and pelvis. This is your arch and flatten. As you inhale, you're going to lift your low back up a little as you tip your pelvis forward. Your tailbone is going towards the floor. As you exhale, you slowly release by decontracting the muscles you used in your back. And then exhale, flatten gently, move your lumbar spine towards the floor behind you. Pelvis is doing a posterior tilt and your tailbone is lifting a little. And slowly release. Inhaling as you arch your low back. Exhale, slowly release. Exhale as you flatten your low back. Inhale, release. Keep that movement going. See if you can bring your head into the movement. Your head stays on the floor, but it's going to gently rock the way your pelvis is rocking. So when you inhale and arch, tipping your pelvis forward, just rock your head a little forward. Release. As you flatten, rocking your pelvis back, just rock your head back a little. And slowly release. You can inhale as you nod head and pelvis forward. Exhale, returning to your neutral. Exhale as you rock head and pelvis back. Inhale to return to neutral. Pause your movement. Check if you need. See if you have a side of ease. When you turn your head, is there a side it turns easier? We go in the direction of ease in this work. If there's a clear side of ease, turn your head that way. And with your head turned to the side, return to the nodding of head and pelvis. Forward together and back together. And the internal sensation of this movement may be a little different now because you're doing it with your head turned to the side. And remember, what's giving you that internal sense of yourself are those receptors in your joints, your skin, your fascia, your muscles. After about 3, pause the movement, gently turn your head through center, only as far to the other side as it goes easily. And with your head to the second side, gently rock head and pelvis forward, release, and rock head and pelvis back, and release. Complete the movement you're in the midst of. If you want, do an ending means whereby. Gently roll your head side to side and notice if the quality of that movement is different. So now place your hands under your head for your arch and curl. And we're going to be working with that joint in your ankle that does flexion and extension of your ankles. Start with the basic movement. As you inhale, arch your spine. So now your head and pelvis tip in opposite directions. Slowly release. Bring your elbows forward. Pelvis rocks back, head rocks forward a little. And as you exhale and tighten your abdomen, you pick your head up slightly. And then slowly release what you contracted, return to your neutral. Now this time as you arch, lift your heels. Slowly release. And as you curl forward with an exhale, pick up ball of foot. And slowly release. Continue for 2 more cycles. Aim to make your movement as smooth and as easeful as it could be. When you've completed, you can bring your arms down by your sides. And if it's comfortable, lengthen your legs out. And we'll work with that subtalar joint, the one that does the inversion eversion. So you're going to turn the bottom of each foot in, like if there was a light on the bottom of your foot, you are turning it as if it could shine to your face. And slowly release. And now turn the light out, shorten your outer ankle, and slowly release. As you turn the bottom of your foot in, depending on how big a movement you're doing, you may notice your legs laterally rotate at your hip. Slowly release. As you evert and turn the bottoms of your feet out, you may notice that your legs are internally rotating at your hip, and slowly release. And this is a part of Thomas's daily cat, number 7, I think it is. You can bring flexion extension of your ankles into the inversion eversion. As you're inverting at your ankle, extend, point your foot. Release, and as you evert, flex at your ankle. Careful you don't end up in a cramp. Okay, release out of the movement you're in. Take a moment to pause, tune in, and sense the new information that's being communicated from those sensory receptors in your body to your spinal cord and up to your sensory cortex. Taking the time to let that information flow, taking the time to notice what information is present, is a way of improving vestibular function. Being in a balance is another way, and balance doesn't have to be while standing. So we're going to start with our first posture, which is the side-lying Buddha posture. Visualize yourself lying on one side. That arm is supporting your head. The other arm is resting alongside of your body. Your legs are straight, one stacked over the other, and you're in a straight line. And you may find initially you're kind of rocking forward and back and forward and back. That's your vestibular system working and trying to help you find balance. As you stay there, letting go of tension where you can, breathing slowly and deeply, see if you notice that the rocking gets less and you're actually able to find kind of a sense of peace within that posture. So when you're ready, turn on to one side, come into your side-lying Buddha. Breathe as regularly as you can. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. So now you're really relying on that internal proprioceptive sense of yourself. Slowly release. And you can turn gently onto your back and to the other side. Because of space restrictions, I'm going to come up and change to the other side this way. And once you're on your side, see if you can find that sense of repose. Oftentimes in this posture, you'll find it much easier to balance on one side. So do now slowly come out of your posture, turn gently onto your back, and we'll take that moment to relax a little in your body. You're breathing a little slower, a little deeper, and you're tuning into the sensory feedback. Okay, visualize coming to your hands and knees and doing your cat-cow. When you're in the cat, you're flexing your spine, your forehead and pubic bone moving towards each other. You slowly release. As you do your cow, you're extending your spine, bringing back of head and tailbone gently towards one another. Bend your knees, turn to the side. Doing movement with your eyes closed is another way of working with your vestibular function. And so if being on your hands and knees feels like a safe place where you can close your eyes, you can explore doing the movement of cat-cow, but with your eyes closed. You can do about 3 cycles, and then we'll come into a child's pose for a moment to get some feedback, and then we'll do one more posture here. As we always do, put your attention on the contracting side of the movement you're doing. That's the side you're bending towards. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, but you'd like to work with your eyes in this movement, you could do eye differentiation. When you arch and tip your head back, look at your nose. When you curl forward, look at your brow. And so you find the version that makes sense for you. And after about 3, see if you can come into some version of child's pose that feels comfortable. Just take a moment to relax. While you're here, visualize the next posture. From your hands and knees, you're going to do a balance. Slide your left hand forward, slide your right foot back, and then maybe lift your right leg and your left arm. Once you visualized it, come forward to your hands and knees. Slide your left hand forward, slide your right leg back, and maybe lift. We're just going to stay about 10 seconds. Breathe as regularly as you can. Release tension in your body if you notice tension. Release as best you can with control. And now slide your right hand forward, slide your left foot back, and maybe slowly pick them up until they're parallel with the floor. And if you feel that wobbliness, that's your vestibular system working. Slowly release. Find a comfortable position for your relaxing, your self-sensing. Visualize yourself coming up to stand, and slowly make the movements you visualize to now come up and stand. And you can take a moment once you're standing to feel your feet into the ground, feel yourself upright in gravity. The sensory information being communicated to you from your feet is very important to a good sense of balance, a sense of the ground under you. And you are improving that and establishing that in moving your feet and even just taking time to put your attention on your feet. Where attention goes, neural connectivity flows. Okay, use a chair here if you'd like for balance. We're going to look at that flexion extension at your ankle movement as you do flexion extension of your spine. And you can also bring in your arms to work with flexion extension of your shoulders. We've done this in other classes. It's a kind of a standing version of cat-cow. As you inhale and extend your spine, your weight goes towards your toes, the ball of your foot. Your arms can extend back. You may notice your heels lift. That's the extension at your ankle. And you're drawing your chest forward and up. Sense everything you've contracted in the back of your body, and with as much control as you can, smoothly come down. Now here's where if you bring your arms in front of you and hold on to something, it may be beneficial. You're going to bend at your knees and hips, flexing at knees and hips, and flex at your ankles. And slowly come up out of the flexion. Extend. Slowly release and flex. And when you've done about 3, just pause, take a moment to feel the sensations. Notice your feet connecting to the ground. Where do you feel the weight of your body coming down through your feet? Does it feel the same coming down through right foot as left, or is there a difference? And so we'll do a standing balance as another way of helping to work with this system. Your eyes are very important when doing a balance standing up. If your eyes are moving around a lot, your body tends to follow. So find your gaze and look at something straight out in front of you and slightly down. Body is aligned, so your head's over your body. It's just your eyes that are looking down a little. Shift your weight over one leg. When that happens, hemipelvis rises a little bit. And now bring your other leg up in front of you. Breathe as regularly as you can. If you're holding on, you may hover your hand. Slowly release. And over time, you can build up the length of time that you're able to hold your balance on one leg. So change sides now as you shift your weight over the other leg. Let that hemipelvis rise and it kind of pushes out. It's what happens when you walk. And then see if you can take your weight on that leg to bring your other leg up. Letting go if you feel like you can let go. And slowly coming down. Please feel free to repeat Only if that felt really comfortable for you, and only if in standing you feel very secure in closing your eyes. You can do the same thing with your eyes closed. Slowly close your eyes. Shift to that internal sense of yourself. Bring your weight over one leg. Hemipelvis rises. Draw your other leg up. Feel your weight on one leg. That movement, wobbliness at your ankle, that's your vestibular system working. And if it's comfortable, you let go. Then slowly come back down. Shift your weight over your other leg. Bring your new leg forward. And only if it feels easy to do, let go. Ooh, I'm losing my balance. And slowly come out of whatever version you're doing. Just stand for a moment, let that information be communicated from your body to your brain. And come all the way down to the floor. Find a comfortable position to do a short relaxation. Tuning in and noticing all of the new sensations present within your body. Bend your knees, stand your feet. We're going to do the arch and curl diagonally just to reset anything that's requesting it. Right hand behind your head, left knee in your left hand. On an exhale, curl forward, use your abdomen to lift your head. Oblique muscles, rotate your upper body towards your left knee. Slowly release. You can put your foot on the floor. And now arch your spine. Come out of the arch, bring your left knee in, curl forward, turn your upper body towards your left knee. Slowly release and change sides. Exhaling to curl forward, turn, aim your upper body towards your right knee. Slowly release the muscles you've contracted in the front of your body. Now you're ready to arch. Come out of your arch, curl forward one last time. And slowly release. Find a comfortable position. And we'll do some controlled breathing and a relaxation. Slow your breath down a little bit, deepen it a little bit in the way that it feels comfortable for you. Imagine that you were breathing in through one nostril and out of the other side. If the visual of a light is helpful, use it. Imagine inhaling through one nostril, exhaling out the other side. Inhaling through the side you just exhaled, exhaling out the other side. Continue for a few cycles. The next time you complete a cycle, release, return to natural breathing, and notice the effect. Breathing is one of the fastest ways to regulate your nervous system and one of the best ways to improve vestibular function is to release stress. So now give yourself permission to just relax for a little while. Let me be your voice. When I name a part of your body, put your attention there. I am relaxing my feet. I am relaxing my legs. I am relaxing my pelvis. I am relaxing my abdomen. I am relaxing my chest. I am relaxing my back. I am relaxing my hands and fingers. I am relaxing my arms. I am relaxing my shoulders. I am relaxing my neck. I am relaxing my head. I am relaxing my face and jaw. I am relaxing my brain and nervous system. I am relaxing all of my internal organs. I am relaxing my entire body. My entire body is relaxing. Slowly bend your knees, turn to your side, come up to sit in a position of comfort. Bring your attention to the area of your heart. If it's helpful, you can put your hands over your heart. Start to breathe a little bit slower, a little bit deeper than you were breathing a moment ago, in the way that it feels comfortable. Begin to imagine you were breathing in and out through your heart area. Just for a moment, imagine that instead of breathing through your nose, you were breathing through your heart. Bring your focus back, sense the ground under you. Take a full breath in, and we'll Om to the end of your exhale. If you closed your eyes, slowly open them. Take a moment to thank yourself for practicing today. I thank you for joining me. Namaste.